Hello and welcome back to Timber Park. I think this is like episode maybe like 13 or 15 by now. But here we go, in with the two new coasters for the park technically. It is a Stardust Racers style dueling mat coaster. It's a mouthful. But yeah, I absolutely love this coaster. I think it might be my favourite in the park. It's so cool the way it turns out. Right now, the track colour is grey, as you can see, but it actually changes sooner to blue and gold, I think, with white supports, and that's because at the beginning of this like area, I was thinking to do like a sort of maybe like gothic, like medieval style area, but then I kind of thought about it and I tried some stuff out, and I thought it was quite similar to Frightfield, the spooky area in the park already. So I scrapped that and decided to go with the mythology theme. But I love this. This is so cool. I basically just made Stardust Racers crazier because I love that coaster. It's so cool. There's just one problem with it, and that's it's got the Hyperion rattle, which is a bit of a shame. But soon you'll see the Celestial Spin get added, but there's a little twist on it. I made it a little bit more insane, so you'll see that soon. But yeah, some of the supports for this coaster as well will be custom supported. I don't know if it's in this episode because I've already finished this area. I'm on to the next area now already. And I also plan there's only 2 areas left after this one. So there's this one, the next one, and a final one after that. But I'm still really enjoying this part because I'm just really surprised I haven't given up on it yet because usually, I've said this about a million times by now, but usually I get into a park for a little bit, build a couple coasters and themed areas, but basically after like maybe like 3 coasters, I get bored and I change it to the next project. But this time it's much different. I'm actually persevering with this park, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm sort of just doing a Stardust style start here. I've added an inversion towards the start on like Stardust. I mean, I guess you could say that kind of dive loop style inversion maybe is one, but it's not really. So yeah, I've just put like a sort of corkscrew style thing towards the beginning, just after you come down that first big airtime top hat hill thing. But yeah, I love also as well going into like guest view because that just really helps a lot with the sort of how it will look to the guests. So I think that's quite a good way to sort of theme your rides and stuff. But yeah, I mean it's over Christmas time now, into the new year, and this part will be finished by the end of the year. And I will be starting another one pretty soon, hopefully. I'm gonna spoil it. It's a Studios Park. I want to do a Studios Park really badly because I've got a lot of ideas for it that I think would be pretty cool. Basically, my childhood. That's what I'm going for. But that was a lot of ums. I'm building a little tunnel here for the second launch here because I thought it'd be quite cool to have it go underground for a minute so you just couldn't see anything when you're launching. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. But I think in this area in total there are 4 rides. That includes both sides of the coaster. I'll just spoil it again. There you go. So there's 2 flat rides, and yeah, obviously the 2 coasters. But yeah, I love this area. It's so cool. And here we go with this even crazier Celestial Spin. As you can see, it goes up in inversion, like on one side on the Celestial Spin, but it also goes down in inversion as well. So I've just made it that one step crazier because I thought that'd be pretty cool. And it's only about, like, I think it's just over 100 foot, so it's not that tall. It's like, if you want to know what that kind of is, it's maybe about like Saw's height at Thorpe Park. It's about that maybe, but maybe a little bit taller, just like a tiny bit. But yeah, that element on ride, it looks absolutely nuts. I would love to do that in real life. But the celestial spin is fine. We can deal with that. That's still an insane element, the celestial spin. Maybe I'll just call this one the celestial spin, just as it has two inversions. But yeah, I do the same thing on the other side, obviously, just to make it absolutely nuts. And this section does get custom supported as well, because Mac have very weird supports on their coasters, so I thought I would. And also, yeah, that, like I said, that first top hat gets supported. But yeah, after that, I go into like a sort of Immelman thing. But this is where I was starting to struggle with the layout quite a lot, because I didn't really know what to do from here, because I was kind of running out of room a little bit, because I didn't really want to go any further than those trees at the front of the entrance to Timber Park, so I don't really want to ruin the Western theme very much. But yeah, I like sort of mirrored the Immelman, so they cross over each other in the end. So I thought that'd be pretty cool, because there's only like one crossover element on this ride where they like go head to head. I think no, that's the right terminology, head to head. This is kind of head to head, this element a little bit. But yeah, I love the look of that insane inversion. I don't even know what to call it, but it's nuts. And this bit gets changed quite a lot as well. I was gonna try and make it a bit longer, but I didn't want it to turn out like Taran, because it was getting a bit Taran-y, just going over itself a million times. There's nothing wrong with Taran, don't get me wrong, but it was going in that direction I wanted it to sort of not. So there you go. I'll leave you with some music for a bit. within a few seconds, you'll see the track colour change and just the whole sort of surroundings change. I was just fiddling around with the blocks there for quite a while. It's quite tricky to get them right. But yeah, this is the finished layout of the coaster, and it's pretty cool. But here we go. Anyways, the track colour will change. I think it will literally change any minute now. I'm changing all the path to that sort of browny path. The track for the blue coaster actually does go a bit lighter blue at the end because I thought it was a bit too dark. But the gold one stays exactly the same. And before you ask me which one's my favourite, I absolutely have no idea. I think they're both really cool. But blue side does always win because it's got that final turn's a bit like more cut than the gold one. But I think these are really long coasters too. I think they're like about 5,000 feet each. So I think that's pretty cool because it's nice to have a long coaster. We don't have many long coasts in the UK. And this would be based in the UK, even though there's loads of palm trees and stuff, which we don't have in the UK. But yeah, I think that's quite a nice feature to have a very long coaster. Because if you think about it, I mean, best coast in the country, Hyperia, very short. Stealth, very very short. I haven't done Nemesis, but it looks pretty short. But yeah, so I thought that'd be quite nice to have one of these sort of very long, drawn-out coasters. But hopefully, Universal Great Britain brings loads of long coasters because that's what I want to see. Especially that Back to the Future coaster that's rumoured. That'd be brilliant. I love Back to the Future, and that would be so cool if we actually got one. I mean, all signs point towards it. I don't see why it isn't a Back to the Future coaster because it looks very like you can kind of see the Hill Valley esque sort of area to it on the concept art, and you can kind of see the big I don't know what it's called, but like the big archways in Hill Valley. I'm gonna sound like a fake Back to the Future fan, but don't know what that. So, it's like the clock tower thing. I sound like a fake Back to the Future fan. I'm sincerely sorry. But yes, also on the channel now, we have finished the daily series. We finished that quite a while ago now. I've been quite unreliable with getting stuff out at the moment because I'm just busy. Christmas time is a busy time, so it's quite difficult to get stuff out. But I skipped the Christmas Day daily coaster and just built 2 the next day. So I thought that it's not very good to play Pattern Coaster on Christmas Day probably, so I didn't. Yeah, I finished the daily series. Probably won't be doing another one of them for a while, but I finished also the Rita challenge creation that I've done for the competition that Digital Dan is doing now. So that is done. So my focus is completely on this now, which is great. I can fully focus on Timber Park. I can get it finished fairly soon, probably. So yeah, that's cool. But sort of doing villa sort of styles. I've been to Spain quite a lot, and they've sort of got this style of building, very white and sort of like plaster style buildings everywhere. So I kind of did that. I know obviously Greece does as well, so that was obviously very inspirational. But yeah, I thought these might be a bit of a nightmare to build because it's kind of hard to make them look themed because you kind of want to leave them plain white, but you also want to add a little bit of detail on there too. So I just thought it was a little bit difficult to sort of theme that up, but it turned out pretty cool. And I'm just doing the queue now for the 2 coasters. I nearly revealed the name then. I don't know if that's in this episode or the next episode. Can't really remember, but we'll see, I guess. But yeah, there you go. As well as that now, Falcon's Flight and Six Flags Kabir have now opened, and it looks absolutely nuts. And I really want to go there. That is shot right to the top of my bucket list. Yeah, that sound of the launch when you go down the hill on Falcon's Flight is absolutely nuts. It sounds like a Formula One car. It's crazy with a voice crack. um, yeah, I don't understand how that coaster is real. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just fake and people have AI'd themselves on it. um, but yeah, it's nuts. I can't really believe that's real. I can't wait for like the Formula One track around it as well, because that'll be really kind of interesting to see the difference and like speeds between the Formula One car and Falcon's Flight, because that would be pretty cool. But as well as Falcon's Flight, they've got Iron Rattler as well, which looks nuts too. That looks like a great coaster. I've never really done like a modern Vekoma before. I mean, I've done Tron, but like, I mean like a proper sort of like Phoenix style ride, like in Farup Summerland in Denmark. Or Let Coaster, like in Legendia, in I think it's in Poland, maybe. Yeah, I've never done one of them like properly before. I'd like to do one day. They look proper sort of smooth and quite forceful. Some of them, so I'd like to do one of them. I've done a lot of old gen ones. So I've done. Well, I don't think I've done a lot actually. I've done Rock and Rollercoaster, which is an old gen Vekoma, I think. It's just cloned everywhere for some reason. I haven't actually done a Vekoma Boomerang before. It sounds crazy. I've never done a Vekoma SLC either, which I'm slightly happy about, because from what I've heard from both of them, they're not the best rides in the world, especially the SLC, because yeah, they don't look very comfortable. I never want to do a Zamperla. Is it Zamperla? Oh, I don't know. I've just completely gone out of my mind what it is. The ride, I don't know. See if you can figure it out, maybe. But the ride that is Hero at Flamingo Land, I've completely forgot what it's called. Like the model type of it. Oh, that's going to really annoy me now. But never mind. I'm sure it will spring into my mind at some point. But yeah, just doing more villas now as well. I think, yeah, I put some of these in. I think they really add a lot to the area. I think they're really cool. I do some in the queue lines of the rides too. And I really like the queue line of the dueling coaster, because it goes like under the station. I think that's pretty cool. And it looks quite neat and organised. I don't know, it's just quite satisfying. But yeah, I think I might put in a flat ride in this episode. I don't know if I do or not. And I do lighting in this episode too, which you might see in a minute actually. But yeah, I love that view of the like when you enter through like the jungle area. When you enter this mythology area out of the jungle area, you get that view of the two dueling coasters just right in front of your face. It's kind of like the Stardust one, but the coaster actually got underneath the path, which I think is pretty cool. The gold one actually goes under the path a little bit before the blue one, so they're a little bit out of sync there, but it happens intentionally because the gold one needs a little bit of like time ahead of the blue one, because it goes further around the area than the blue one does, as you can probably see in the footage here. But I love these gates as well. I made them custom, not gates, fences. But I thought they looked pretty cool. Little white pillars and blue, like just a mythology fencing. I thought they looked pretty cool. And yeah, just doing a bit of lighting on the coaster. I think I do need to go back in this park and add a lot more lighting for the coasters, because that's the one thing about Planet Coaster I'm not a massive fan of, is the lighting, because it's quite hard to get right. I can never like light up the coasters enough. It would be cool if there was like a brightness setting that you could do, where you could just like sort of turn a cog and it would like increase your brightness or something on your lights. I thought that'd be pretty cool. That like they could add that to the night only settings or whatever on the lights, because that would be cool. But not complaining. I love the game so much. It's so good. But yeah, sort of just I'm doing the station here now. I had an idea from this from the beginning. Just sort of like a ruined temple, hint for the name. But yeah, I go and yeah, do those sort of pillars as well. I'm so happy I went with this theme in the end, because the sort of medieval gothic theme just wasn't working at all. Because I tried out a station for this coaster, because obviously it was done before it became Mythology, and it just didn't look good at all. So that was when I decided, no, I've got to switch to Mythology, and it wasn't too much of a effort as well, so I hadn't done too much, so it was all good. But yeah, I love those roofs that I'm putting on the station building as well. I think they look really cool. But yeah, there you go. And I think the flat ride sort of goes right in the middle of the area, so it kind of draws everyone towards it, which is pretty cool, I think. And also on this coaster, I don't theme up the trains, because I thought they looked quite cool how they were. They kind of look like the texture of like the villas that I put in at the beginning, like that sort of market area just at the beginning there. So I left them how they were. So I thought they looked pretty decent how they were, to be honest. I tried a couple of things, but didn't really work. So there you go. But the next area is a very complicated area. I'm doing it now, and it's taking a very long time. So that one will probably that will be like the biggest chunk of the series, that whole area, I think, because it is taking an extremely long time. I'm having to film a lot of things off camera, because if I showed all of it, it would take so long. But it's still cool nonetheless, so there you go. But I'll leave you with some music for a bit now. So the name of the coaster in a couple of minutes is actually going to go in. I think it's quite sort of a basic name. but I really like it. It just fits well, and I've given each of the sides an individual name along with the name of both of the coasters together. Um, I think Stardust has that, but it's not like obvious that each side has a name. So I think it's just on the floor just before you go on to the ride. So I've made it a bit more obvious on my sort of interpretation of Stardust, I guess. But yeah, I just want to put some of these little picnic areas in because it's important to have that so people can sit down and eat and drink and whatever. Um, and yeah, here we go. So it is Temple Racers, the name of the coaster. Um, and I'm pretty sure the blue side is called Poseidon, and there you go, Poseidon, and the yellow side or gold side is called Ares. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, I thought it fit really well, so I just thought I would go with that. It works the best. So there you go, Temple Racers, the name of the Mack launch dueling coaster. Which is probably one of my favourites in the park and that I just ever built, to be honest, because it's so much like Stardust, and I love Stardust. It's so good. And yeah, I don't know which I prefer though, to be honest, because Mind Blast is so cool too. I love that coaster that I built. So I don't know. I probably will release like a POV episode at the end of this series, just fun and like a walkthrough series without any commentary on it, because I think that could be quite fun. But here goes in the flat ride. It is not that one that I just placed down. I'll switch it out in a second. I eventually put down Mack Rise Big Splash. I think that's what it's called. I might be wrong, I don't know. But I think only one of these exists, and it's in Six Flags Qadir, and it just opened. So I thought it would be pretty cool, and I think it looks pretty cool. So there you go. And yes, coming towards the end now. So if you enjoyed, consider liking the video, subscribing. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, but the next one will be coming soon. So hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Goodbye.